I remember jack shit.
Yeah, welcome back to EarthBound. It's been way too long. Last part, we were in this cave. We died, but now this is my second attempt.
Now, what cave are we in at the moment, or don't you even remember?
We're in Earth.
This is a cave where I think a digger found a bunch of diamonds, but there's monsters in it, so we can't continue. So we have to destroy all. We have to kill all the monsters. In this case, 5 giant moles.
Okay. And joining us this time, we have Jesse.
Hello, everybody. I have absolutely no idea what the heck this game is.
It's a JRPG and quite an interesting one at that.
Wait, Xavier, did you say we had to kill all the monsters?
Well, Joel, we have to kill the moles.
Oh my god, we're playing Undertale. Oh my god! Genocide!
Anyway, what were you saying, Jesse?
All I know about this game is that Undertale is inspired by it in some way.
It's Undertale. The internet considers that game cancer, but it is. It is inspired by it in some ways.
Yeah,
wait, really? I hear a lot of people saying that Undertale's the best thing ever.
Everyone is sucking Undertale's dick like it was Frozen.
Well, here's the thing: people I know on my social media, they say it's cancer, so. I don't know. I think it's good.
Because you only pay attention to the Dong Island.
Anyway, this is inspired. But if you want to know anything about this game, is that it's trippy as fuck, and it has a lot of references, not really to modern times anymore, but at the time it made a lot of pop culture references, like the Beatles. Did they do the Beatles reference?
Yeah, there are a lot of Beatles references.
Johnny Be Good. Some other stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know, if you just listen to the dialogue, it's actually pretty funny stuff.
Okay, I see your guys' name on the bottom. Are you all playing at the same time, or are those just characters that were named?
The characters
it's
that
like
were named.
It's like in Pokemon commentaries where you name the Pokemon after the commentators.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know anything about that because I don't play Pokemon.
Why is number 3 in the background?
I imagine some asshole in the comments is like, "Oh my god, Jesse, you're so fucking dumb." I imagine someone's gonna say that.
I'm not dumb. I just don't play RPGs.
That's how the internet is. But yeah, it's alright. But yeah, I had no idea anything about this game until it came out in the Wii U Virtual Console. I've seen a little bit of gameplay, but then I got it and I'm like, this game's alright. And then I took a 2-year hiatus and then played it again. Yeah. So this is not a hard game by any. Well, it's a hard game, but it's not Final Fantasy kind of hard.
It will not punch you. It will not punch you in the dick repeatedly.
No.
Pretty much, unless you go in there stupidly without any items or anything, then that's your fault.
Basically.
I'm sorry if I have to play the pacifist route. I'm just gonna be referencing it here.
Yeah. I'm just using the for sale sign to get rid of stuff I don't really need, since your items don't really stack, to be honest.
Why are we fighting ropes?
Because reasons.
Calorie stick. Okay. Yeah, the items in this game are just very
weird.
Down to earth kind of stuff. Earthbound.
Yeah. Could you say it is bound to the earth? Earthbound?
It was funny.
No.
Oh.
It's only funny when I make puns.
A teddy bear?
Oh yeah. The teddy bear, it's kind of acts like a shield.
And this game also
shields. I hope you know that.
Oh yeah. To have the character role here, I am Jeff, the one with the glasses in the back. Frankie is Paula, the girl.
Yeah, and I'm Ness. Obviously, I'm Ness. And B-Dude is the final character in our party who we haven't gotten yet.
His name is Pooh. P-O-O. Not kidding.
Yeah, that's his actual name.
Yeah. Now,
all I'm seeing right now is the search for red and white gifts underground. That's all this game is to me right now.
I'm trying to find some moles, I believe.
Okay.
And this game kind of has you have a system that you can exploit, where some enemies spawn and disappear when you leave the screen. You can take full advantage of that if you don't want to fight a lot of enemies.
Do you want to explain the story to him, or?
Oh yeah, that's right. The story of this game is basically one night Ness was sleeping, and when a meteorite crashes in his hometown of Onet, he goes to investigate, and an alien-like bee comes out, telling him that him, two other boys, and the girl are the chosen one who will save the world from an evil alien named Gygus.
He's freaking creepy
I
too.
wonder what that kind of sounds like.
I wonder. I actually do wonder.
EarthBound ripped off Undertale, obviously.
Yeah, 30 years,
20 years.
10, yeah.
Now, the
20.
thing with EarthBound and Undertale, like, all I know about Undertale is, like, it has to do with this kid who falls in this ditch and goes into, like, this world of monsters, and then that guy's, like, or that girl or whatever is, like, the chosen one and will save the monster world, and the humans and the monsters will all go cushy.
Not really. He's not really a chosen one. He's just trying to get back home, and he just has to get through a bunch of monsters.
Okay.
Whether he can spare them all or kill them all or do a bit of both is completely up to the player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it because it looks like a girl and a guy, but it kind of just happens to become part of the plot
The main
without really asking for it.
objective from beginning to end really is just get out of here.
Yeah, because you can go through the whole game without killing anyone.
Yeah. EarthBound, there's an actual story.
Yeah. EarthBound, actually, like, just the premise you guys gave me kind of reminds me of Super 8. Kind of.
Did you say Super 8?
Super 8.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie.
Super AIDS.
Yeah, Super 8. But it's a J.J. Abrams movie. It's actually pretty good. It has to do with, like, this group of kids who want to make a movie, and then some sort of alien-like thing that the military was keeping classified, it crashes down to Earth, and these kids, like, investigate all this, and they get caught up in all sorts of weird crap.
Sounds like it sounds similar to E.T. actually.
Yeah, it's inspired by old Spielberg movies.
By the way, why is number 3 in the background?
Oh, because the moles say that. Because all the moles you encounter say, "I'm the third strongest mole in this dungeon."
There can only be 1/3 strongest, so
Yeah.
make up your damn mind.
Yeah, and I don't know why I didn't cut out those battles. I mean, they are boss battles, but I'm technically fighting the same mole.
That's gay. I just triggered someone.
Like,
How dare you make a trigger?
And Jesse, like, you may have noticed, like, how the things about the health bar is that, like, it actually, like, slowly ticks down. It slowly ticks down and up if you only take damage. So, like, there are some points where enemies attack you. You can take enough damage to one shot to kill you, but you won't die until the numbers actually roll down to 0. So, if you do enough damage to the enemy before your health runs out, you technically are still alive.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool. He has 216. They do 300 damage. Kill the enemy before the health goes down to 0, and it'll stop right there after you have the battle.
If you kill the enemy, or if you refill your health before you die, then that happened. Then you're safe.
So it makes the bosses and enemies in general a lot more strategic, I guess.
Yeah.
If you want to say that.
Okay.
Because you don't want, say there's an item that heals 150 health, and you get damaged 100 and I'm trying to think.
It's a cool mechanic, but I don't think it'll ever be as cool as a mechanic as, say, the Mario and Luigi games where you can dodge or outright counter enemies.
Sure.
Yeah, imagine your character has 388 health, and that there's like an item that heals 300 health. You don't want to immediately use that health thing when you're slowly going down at the start. You might want to wait until you're at 70 health or 80 or 60 health before you use it. It's kind of interesting. Is it the best? I want to point out is this the best game ever? No, but it's a really good game. It's an interesting experience.
There is no best game ever. That shit's all subjective.
Yeah.
Yeah. As John Trump said, it's not a great game, but it's an interesting experience.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't say EarthBound is like the best game of all time. It's a good game, but it's not. I wouldn't go as far as saying no other game can top that game.
I'm certain the only perfect game is that Sega Sanjiro one.
No,
Oh, yeah.
stop. I'll let's play
minigame.
that someday. I'm gonna import it and we'll play it someday. Anyway, you were gonna say something, Jesse?
The use of the word subjective continuously by all people is kind of getting on my nerves. Just the more I hear that word.
Did I use it wrong?
No,
Good.
but never mind.
No, go ahead. We've got
No,
nothing. To
No,
talk.
I don't want this to turn into Jesse's rant on subjectivism.
Subjectivism, is that a word?
Yes.
Oh.
That's where we get the word subjective. And we get the word subjective from subject. And the word objective from object.
SEESBrainComms, we just gave you an English lesson.
Yep.
This is actually probably one of the few parts in the video that we actually are talking about the game. So,
Be thankful.
sure, not what's going on in front of us.
Hey,
but
wait.
about
Did that just say picnic lunch?
Picnic lunch.
Okay. Okay. I saw PICNICH somewhere in there. It might have been
I
just
think-
me.
It might be the text font too that kind of screws with you.
Yeah.
A for sale sign. Why do you have that on you?
Oh, so you can use it to get rid of items you don't need because people buy them from you.
You know, I really hate the whole inventory limit system in any game. Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
because this game is particularly terrible with it. The way it's set up, like dropping items. Well, not dropping. Like if you want to save items, you gotta call somebody, and then you gotta drop it off, then you gotta call them again, drop more stuff off. It's a pain in the ass.
Oh man.
Yeah, and the item storage isn't any better in Mother 3. The items don't stack.
RPGs with limited item things. That's annoying.
Yeah, if like say you got the burgers or pizzas in this game and they stack together, that's fine. It has Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow issues.
I think the original Gold and Silver had same problems. But don't quote me on that because I didn't play the originals.
Like yeah, for the most part, we're just in this cave for the rest of the time because like I think I actually get lost trying to find out where the last few moles are. And not to mention the reason I went back to the entrance was to talk to the guy to see if I actually beat the level because the only way I was able to record the sound was using QuickTime Player and setting my max sound settings to a sound channel where I can't really hear any sounds.
Yeah, the problem with some of these dungeons is that they're not very straightforward.
Yeah,
It's
some
like
of
a
them.
freaking maze
Yeah, and-
sometimes.
Yeah, if they gave you a map, that would definitely help me.
The game gets more straightforward by the end, like a little bit before the end,
Yeah.
kind of. Except the sewers. No, wait. Either it's the sewers or it's something else. I can't remember what it was. It can go fuck itself. It was a pain.
Oh, are you talking about the swamp?
Yeah, that too. Also, why do those things look like Earthworm Jim?
I don't know.
You know what? I was actually thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, I never
Every time-
really thought
Every
of
time
that.
I see those worms, I think Earthworm Jim.
Oh,
I never even played an Earthworm Jim game.
They're,
So,
supposed, they're supposed to be nooses.
well, yeah, but I never actually thought about that when I first played through it. So I'm looking at it now, like, huh.
Okay, so hang on, wait. The first, the second, and the fourth strongest. What about the third strongest Master of the Whole?
What is the big deal with being the middle of the road mole?
I think he probably had missed.
Ah,
number
so
three.
that's what the number 3 in the background's for.
Yeah, because
What?
because all the moles say I'm the
Okay.
third strongest.
What
Yeah.
is the big deal with being the middle of the road one?
I don't know. Like
I
I don't,
don't
yeah,
know.
I don't know. They all assume that you fought the first and the second ones, so that's why. Yeah, yeah, and here and now I've
What
definitely.
the hell is that noise?
Oh, like the desert theme music.
But why is it playing in the cave?
I don't know. I think because you cleared the level. I didn't know that, so like I'm just going back to the entrance to see if I actually did.
Also, there's puns to the names of the city in this game. You start out in Onet, 1 is in that. Then there's 2 side. Then there's or
Tucson,
Tucson.
Threed, and
Then there's
Forsyth.
Threed. Yeah, Threed and Forsyth. So there's 4 cities. Technically, isn't there a 5th place? No, there's actually more than 4 places you can go. There's a Winter Forest. There's the
Winters,
place that
Summers,
who comes. This place
Dalam, I
comes from.
believe.
Oh, it's bright. Get
Yeah.
out of here.
Oh yeah,
Part's
Jesse.
almost
Yeah,
over.
Yeah, Jesse. Sometimes this will happen. If you go into certain spots while reading certain predicaments, this guy will show up. He'll take a picture for no particular reason.
And then he'll fly away. It means absolutely nothing to the whole plot.
Yeah,
Just because.
So it just happens.
basically, yeah.
Yep.
Must be
I
a
would
way
get
to
it.
extend game time.
Yeah, you know, I would really love to see an EarthBound remake, and I guess next part.